Mark.
I've already admitted to it.
No worries. Hey, if you make me co-host, I can share my slides.
Okay. See how do we do that? Yes, can you do that? Oh, okay. So okay, where am I going? Down the bottom. I am as blind as a bat. Julie, just so you understand why this looks like hard work.
Yeah, no, that's okay. I normally have my little granny glasses on to see the screen too. So good to be with you guys in New Zealand.
Hey, Julie, just so you know,
they've got Caroline coming in next weekend for yes.
Fantastic. You guys are in for a real treat with Caroline. You need to pack the room.
Make a host?
Yeah, make host.
Host or co-host, either. If you make me host, you can't record, so make me co-host.
Oh, okay.
How do you make a co-host?
We're looking for a button for co-host.
Usually the little three dots at the top right of a video, or click on participants and then click something next to my name.
Yeah, definitely.
We can make you host, but if we do that, you've just said we can't record you, so that's not
I'll record it my end and send you the recording.
okay, so you can record it, you can post it.
Yeah.
Right, well, could we do that?
Yeah, sure. I'll record it to my computer.
Thank you.
So let me just F5 that. You guys can see that? Yep. Cool beans. I will record. So I always put this slide at the beginning of all of my PowerPoint so that I don't forget to record. Otherwise, I'm halfway through and I've usually forgotten. So thank you, everybody, for inviting me to share with you this afternoon for me and early evening for you about online challenges. My name is Julie Chalmers. I'm a Millionaire Team member from the beautiful Sunshine Coast here in Queensland, Australia. When I first got started with my Herbalife business, I was working as a full-time registered nurse, and I was actively looking for something that I could do from my acreage property that would pay me eventually the same kind of income that I was capable of earning as a nurse. I never even realized that I could, far surpass that kind of income. My goals were quite small initially, but I hopped on my ultimate program. I lost 7 kilos in the first handful of weeks. I went down a whole dress size in my lower half, which had never happened before. I just felt absolutely incredible. It's my 53rd birthday on Friday, and I literally feel better, and I reckon I'm in better shape than when I was in my 20s. So, just amazing. And even though I'd moved into our acreage property 4 weeks before I started the business, I didn't know a soul. I got 10 clients my first month, made $922. That got me really confident about what I had my hands on, with the potential in the marketplace. And I was just, so committed. So I really made that commitment early on to attend all the trainings, every webinar, do absolutely everything I could to build this business. And saw my income get to, $1,000 a month, $1,000 a week, $2,000 a week, $3,000 a week. And I barely even made that in a month when I worked as a registered nurse. So, 2 or 3 years ago, hit the Millionaire Team level, getting into that 20,000 plus a month kind of income. And, it's just incredible to have time freedom, people freedom, money freedom. And, it was the best decision I ever made was to get started with this business. So, give it everything you've got, guys, because this is the real deal. And it's the best adventure of your life. And I've certainly had a few of those with Herbalife. It's been incredible. So I'm going to talk to you about online challenges because they are my absolute favorite DMO at the moment. When I first got started, I heard about live weight loss challenges, and I really figured that was a great way to compress time. So instead of working with one client at a time, I could get 20 people in a room, talk to them about nutrition, weigh them in each week, inspire them, motivate them, get them on products, get them a great result, and build a business in a compressed amount of time. So I've done the whole live weight loss challenge thing. And then obviously with social media becoming so big and people are time poor, they just want to hop on their phones. They want kind of instant support and, you know, that instant environment. So I just naturally fell into the whole online challenge. So, you know, it's kind of like a support group for our clients, but it really creates community. It doesn't replace your follow-up. But here's what I find is really the strength of it is it is an easy invitation to prospects. So I don't know about you, but over here in Australia, every man and his dog who, you know, is a member of a gym is doing some kind of, you know, 6-week challenge, 4-week challenge, you know, all this kind of thing. People are used to that environment of always being on a challenge or, you know, something fun. So it's an easy invitation for a brand new business builder to say, hey, I just did a 4-week challenge. I lost 4 kilos. I feel amazing. Why don't you do the next one with me? Like, seriously, there is no easier invitation than that. It keeps our clients on track. It's a great excuse to contact lapsed clients saying, hey, you know, let's get you back on track. Everyone's doing great in our online challenges. The next one starts on the 1st. Are you in? It encourages clients to refer their friends, because we're always telling people that if they have an accountability partner, then they're going to get even better results. And like I said, it compresses time. And here's what we really focus on as well in our challenges is we create clusters of clients to help a member get to senior consultant, success builder, QP, and supervisor. So it's always, who do you know that can get in the next challenge? Who can you have with you on the next challenge? Why don't you have, if you can get 3 or 4 new, you know, people with you on the next challenge on a program, then you're going to be a senior consultant at 35% discount. So always kind of exposing them to that next level. It encourages better product use as well, because all day, every day, you see this photo on the right-hand side, all day, every day, they're seeing us with our shake selfies, with our recipes, all looking, you know, glowing and you know, glowing with Herbie health. So it's a really great little environment where to have smoothies a couple of times a day and to eat healthy and to be positive and motivated, it becomes the norm for them in their life. And let's face it, often people these days don't have, they're not around an environment that's as nurturing and positive as that. So it's easy for a client to be inspired to progress to coaching themselves, because they can see that that's all we do is put people in a challenge, get them on products, get them a great result, help them get more people on a challenge. It teaches new coaches how to teach as well. And a little something I call diamond spotting is something that I actually is my primary purpose for taking part in challenges and getting my business builders taking part in challenges, because I'm digging for diamonds within my organization, and I've got a great example of that coming up. So now maths isn't my strong point, but I downloaded the calculation sheet for New Zealand. So these dollars are New Zealand dollars. I didn't want to show you Aussie dollars, but here's a little something that I share with all of our coaches about the power of the online challenges. So if you get 10 people on a challenge, actually this maths is done with 9 people. So 9 people on a shape-up program with an extra PPP and an extra Formula 1 is around 112 volume points, right? And you get 9 of those packs and you've got 1,008 volume points, which is a success builder order at 42%. So a brand new person who just got registered today could get into action, get 10 people on their next challenge and make 1,377 New Zealand dollars. If you're an existing supervisor, you're going to make $1,640 if you have 9 people on a program. It doesn't have to be a shape-up program. I just chose that because it's a real budget little program. Comes in around that 100 volume points, so it can be whatever you want to get somebody started on. But that's the power of this, because if you've got a full-time job, or you've got kids, or you're studying and you don't have much time, then this is the perfect DMO for compressing time, getting a lot of clients in a short amount of time, and really giving yourself confidence in terms of making a bit of extra income. And when I was a nurse, there is no way I could have gone to my manager and said, could I have a, $1,500 pay rise this month? Like, that is a significant amount of money for a brand new person getting registered and getting started, and it gives them confidence of the business. So it's very cool. So I just thought I'd put the stats in. But one of the most important things about online challenges is the whole 80-20 rule. 80% of your effort and focus needs to go into inviting, because if you don't have a whole team of your own participants on that challenge, you're spending 4 weeks being involved in something that you're not business building through. So put everything into inviting. So create a Facebook event, get together with other coaches. I believe you guys are going to do it in a team and with some other sidelines or other teams as well. So add everybody as an admin on a Facebook event and just absolutely go nuts inviting people. Post frequently into the event, little countdowns. Hey, 10 more sleeps, 8 more sleeps, 6 more sleeps, sharing testimonials. I keep the little pictures of every top 10 that we've ever had in any of our challenges, and I'm posting those. And on average, our people lose between 4 and 8 kilos, our top 10. All of our challenges usually have around 100 people, anywhere between 70 and 140, roughly on average 100 people, which is awesome. I'm SMSing people, private messaging on Facebook with just, the link to the event saying, hey, how you going? We're doing these great challenges now. Everybody's getting great results. I thought of you. Have a look at what the top 10 achieved. Let me know if you want more info. I often say, let me know if you want more info rather than let me know if you're in, because if someone has to commit to saying, oh, yes, I'm in, it's very black and white, but they can commit to asking about more info, and then you can kind of work on them from then. Okay. Post on your own Facebook profile. Maybe you've lost some weight in the last challenge, or, whatever. Post things on Instagram. Circle of influence, by the way, is a great one. I run a fit club, so I'm always letting my challengers know when the next my fit club is when my next challenge is. And then I'm showcasing the people that went through the last challenge. So I've got a girl in my fit club called Lisa. She's lost 15 kilos now. So I'll say, hey, Lisa, what are you up to on your weight loss? And she'll go, 14.5 kilos, 15 kilos. And I'll go, fantastic. Hey, everyone, Lisa's done back-to-back online challenges. We've got another one starting Monday. Hit me up at the end if you want more info. So I'm always talking the next challenge, the next challenge, the next challenge. And even though we're 10 days in, no, we're 15 days into our current challenge, I'm already talking about the next challenge. You can do flyers, just massively invite, and don't prejudge, because, sometimes people, they might only have a couple of kilos to lose, but they'll be interested, or they're in good shape, but their hubby's got 25 kilos to lose. You just never know, so don't prejudge. You can also post in Facebook community groups. That's what we do here. Just saying, hey, we've got an online community, an online challenge. Let me know if you want any more info. So during the challenge, we post a lot of fun stuff. So we like to adhere to the principles of, are we educating, inspiring, are we creating community, and are we upgrading people? So we create a Facebook private group. We make sure that all the coaches are admins there. And then we create a roster. So if you guys want like a blueprint of a roster, let me know. I'll flick it to you, and you just change the coaches' names. And then we encourage all the coaches to like and comment on everything that goes on in the group, so that there's a real sense of action, activity, and engagement. We do little mini challenges as well, so little hashtag challenges. So we'll do a hydration challenge, which is 3 and 3, and you have to drink 3 liters of aloe tea or water, whatever people are drinking. before 3 o'clock and post a picture of their bottle with the hashtag 3 and 3, or they post their dinner with hashtag balanced dinner, and then we just recognize the winners just for their healthy habit change. Step It Up challenge is increasing your daily steps, not necessarily getting to 10,000 steps, although that would be great, but some people are only doing 5,000 steps a day, and to get them to do like 7.5 is an improvement in their habits. We've got shake recipes and snack ideas, day in, day out, which is great. I just took some random little screenshots of the kind of things that we do. I'm always encouraging the coaches to do little live videos into the group as well, so that they can see that we're all normal people. Here we are in our kitchen making our favorite smoothie bowl, or doing a mug cake, or just sharing a little bit about our journey. So that's good as well, because Facebook Live is a really big thing on social media, and so I want my new coaches to be really getting familiar and confident with that. And then every I was going to say Monday, but we start ours particularly on the 1st of every month. So if the first falls on a Friday, which I think our last one did, so weigh-ins Fridays for us at the moment for the current challenge. I just do a little picture, week 2 weigh-in, week 3 weigh-in, post your weights in the comments below, and people post pictures of their feet on the scales. So you can see this little picture here on the right-hand side. So they post their feet on the scales for accountability as well. So that's good. We try and make sure that all of our resources are Herbalife resources. So discovergoodnutrition.com is a great resource there. It's a Herbalife nutrition run website with articles on snacks and how to put together a balanced meal, and are you getting enough protein and all that kind of thing. There's so many good articles there. And also Samantha Clayton has her own YouTube channel called hashtag Get Active. So when we're posting little workout videos, we're making sure that it's all that subliminal, Herbalife nutrition is on the bottom of the videos and in the articles and that kind of thing. We do product spotlights as well on all of the products, and there's lots of recognition and support in there as well. And something that we've started in the last couple that's gone really well is our live results webinar. So you'll see this little picture on the right hand side. What I found is when we posted saying, come on our little Herbalife nutrition webinar and learn all about the products, we'd get a few people, it would be great. But when I started to ask the question, or showing that we were going to address the challenges that people have, instantly they were interested. So you can see from this little picture, taking your results to the next level, how to calculate your protein factor, how to speed up your results, top tips to get more willpower, how to cleanse your digestion and reduce your bloating, what to do to drop more body fat. So that was like how to have a 6-pack, and how to stop self-sabotage. So little things like that are real grabs for people. They see that and it's like, oh gosh, yeah, I absolutely want to be on that. So we had so many people that attend our live results webinar, which we normally do somewhere around like 2nd week, 3rd week, something like that. And then we lead into, you can become a member, you can get a better discount, you can help a handful of people get on the next challenge, you can get an even bigger discount, you can start to pay, have enough people on the products yourself that it pays for your product result. You can even have the opportunity to earn a part-time or full-time income. So it kind of gradually and very gently exposes them to the business opportunity as well. So it's great. And nearly all of our business builders at the moment are coming through the challenges. So this is what I use challenges for, is what I call diamond spotting. So quite often that you'll spot some participants that they're just clients, they may be VIP members, but they're absolutely loving their Herbalife products. They're posting photos of themselves with their shakes. They're posting their teas. They're commenting on other people who they don't know from a bar of soap. They're commenting on other participants' weight loss, going, yay, Jenny, that's awesome, way to go. Or, you know, you can see that they're encouraging people and they're commenting, liking, sharing. So what I'll often do is I'll send them a little private message and say, hey, you're doing great. Thank you so much you're so encouraging and supportive. You're the kind of person that we work with as coaches, or like you would make a great health coach, or, you know, you should do this with us, like you should join our team, because this is all we do is put people in the challenge and help them get a great result, and let me know if you're interested in earning a little bit of extra money. So, you know, I'm just sending those little messages and just spotting people, you know, in there that have got potential. So obviously if they're underneath one of my active coaches, I'm contacting, you know, my coach and saying, hey, have you seen such and such? She's commenting, you know, she's really doing a lot of engagement in the challenge. You know, have you put her into one of the, we've got like a video that we use, like a recorded HOM. Have you sent that to her? Has she, you know, have you spoken to her about the business? Shall I message her? So I'm, you know, I'm always looking for people that are going to be my next, you know, tab team member, right? And here's one of them. I just thought I'd share a little case study, and literally, seriously, every single challenge we get a handful of people that are interested in doing the business. And we're always, then they come on board as a coach, and we gently help them to coach in the next challenge as well. So so this little study is a beautiful lady called Ellen Murray, who lives on like a 1,000-acre farm in the Sunshine Coast hinterland. She's got 4 kids, and she's a little pocket rocket. So so she actually started a couple of challenges about 15 months ago. This is her coach. She's the lady without the glasses. Her coach is Michelle with the glasses. And we could really start to see that she was, you know, she was commenting. She started to put people in the challenge herself. She was, you know, doing little demos on how she makes her smoothies and that kind of thing. And this was even when she was a client, you know, really had no business interest at the time. But Michelle and I nurtured her and said, like, you're great at this, like, who can you get on the next challenge, and that kind of thing. So through the challenges, she's been able to build up a client base. It's helped her move up the pay plan. And here's what it did as well, is she joined a little team of about 14 of us doing a few of the challenges, and we have a little coaches challenge group that we just share, kind of like, hey, who's up on the roster today, and you know, is it okay if I post this, or, you know, like we're chatting in the background. And so Ellen was getting used to chatting to all the other coaches, even though she'd never met them. And this was her first STS, the Brisbane STS in September last year. And she said she just walked in there and it was like being part of a family, because she'd seen our names and our little photos and that kind of thing on the challenge. And then there we are all in real life. And she just thought, this is just the best thing ever to be part of this Herbalife business. So so she actually started in one of our little Glow Lean challenges, which you guys might be familiar with, which is to drink 3 litres of the tea, aloe and active fibre complex little cocktail every day for 10 days. And so she didn't think she needed, you know, to go on the main nutrition. So this is how we often expose people to our products, is we get them on a Glow Lean and then we drip feed them about getting on the main nutrition. So she got on a program and started getting great results. And her first challenge was our Winter Wellness Challenge in May of last year. She's done back-to-back challenges, and look, she's lost 24 kilos. Like, she's seriously a different woman. Every time we get her to update her photo every now and again, because every time she posts, she updates her profile picture on Facebook, she just gets more and more clients. So she's doing great. She started coming to our Brisbane STS and really kind of understanding how to upgrade and people through the flow. So she just puts people in the challenge, helps them become clients, upgrades them to VIP members. Then she talks to them about the MAP program and senior consultant and helps them get new people in the next challenge. And in February, was it February or Spectacular? So in Spectacular, that was her first big event. Was at the Spectacular, and she just came out of there and said, I am doing this business and I'm going to do it to my best ability. Like, she was just so fired up. So when we announced the Success Summit, which is this coming weekend in Brisbane, we've got honestly the best party. It's on a super yacht, and anybody who buys a ticket gets to be on the party, gets to be on that super yacht and attend the Saturday training with Jess Morgan. So it's going to be absolutely phenomenal. She was so inspired at the last STS. She bought her ticket before she'd even left the room when they first announced it. And she messaged her two of her new members who were starting to get a few people in the challenge and said, right, you girls, I want you on that super yacht with me, buy a ticket. So just on the excitement and blind faith, those two bought a ticket, and their first Herbie event. They don't even know whether they want to do the business yet, but they will do after spending a day with Jess Morgan and being on that super yacht. And she just completed her world team qualification last month. Ellen did, through the power of the online challenges. So they really are just such a simple, easy daily method of operation, an easy way to compress time. So I would say just like, get into it, guys. We didn't know what we were doing in the very beginning. It was just a concept we'd heard from America, where they were doing these things called greatness challenges, and we just thought, I love just getting an idea and saying, okay, I have no idea how this is going to work, but let's just do it and we'll figure it out as we go. So that's exactly what we did. I absolutely love it. And so don't wait till you've got a perfect plan. Don't wait till you've got everything in alignment. Just jump in and get started, and your sheer excitement and energy will propel you forwards with it. So I don't know if you guys have got any questions. I kind of made it short and sharp because hopefully your brain cells are firing off and you want to learn more about it. So shall I stop share and see, Dean, if there's anybody with any questions? Have I stunned you all into silence? I do tend to speak really quickly. I do apologise.
I've got a question. So you said earlier that you have clusters. So that's a bunch of members that bring in their own people and work as a team, as a group.
Yeah, so your audio is a little bit distorted. Did I hear you say we have a bunch of members who are bringing in people? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Something going on with the audio, guys. Get back a little bit. Just sit back a bit. Now try just from there.
Right, how's that?
Oh, that's
yeah, that's better.
So,
stand up.
No, then we'll be looking at his belly button.
It's a nice belly button. You've seen he's ripped. Stand up, mate, and just talk where you were before.
Can you hear me now?
Ah, perfect. No, it's not working, mate. You're baffled.
So I type it.
Okay. I think the question, Julie, is are you inviting people outside of the group, out of this organisation? Do you have other people involved, or is it just with people within the group?
We stick mainly to our own organisation because we have enough coaches, like we have enough people to create energy. But I do have a friend who's a tab team member from overseas who's only got a very small team in Australia. So her and one of her world team members joins in, but we kind of all work together. Having said that, we're also running a statewide challenge, and there's people from all organizations all operating that one together, and it works fine as long as you've got some kind of chat or separate group that operates as like the back office, where you've got your roster and, you know, people are asking questions or something about what they need to post and reminding each other and that kind of thing. It works fine.
Just stand up, mate. It seems to be working when you're standing up properly. Now talk.
What products you put people on?
Oh. It starts off really clear as soon as you start talking, and then it all goes baffled.
Must be Dean's laptop.
Actually, some of that, can she just in the chat actually ask the question, typing in it in the chat?
I'll type it in.
I heard you say what products.
Well, there's two things. A, whatever Justin's going to ask you, plus Julie, how important is it? Like, because I quickly popped out for a second. Did you talk about the prizes at the end of it and getting everyone to throw in $20 extra so there's some good prizes? Did you talk about that?
No, I didn't actually. So that's a really good pointer. So when we did the live weight loss challenges, we always used to charge between $29 and $49, either $29 or $49, and each participant, and then that went into the prize money for prizes at the end, and that worked pretty well for years. And then we kind of hit a little patch where we just wanted to kind of change it up a bit. So we actually decided to make it a free online challenge to see whether for a brand new coach it would be an easy invite or something. So we made it free for the participants, but every coach put in $10 into the kitty, and the kitty was a lot smaller. But what we did is, say if we had $140 because 14 coaches have put in $10, the top prize would maybe be $75, but we didn't give it as cash because the participants hadn't paid cash to enter. So we made it, say, $75 worth of Herbalife products at the coach's discount level. So you could have a brand new coach who is, say, a senior consultant, and so they would get the $75 to purchase products to give to the client, to give to the participant as the prize. And so the coach would get the volume and the participant would get Herbalife products. So we ran it like that for a while, and then we ran it like that for about a year, and then, or 18 months, and then just recently it just kind of felt like people didn't have much skin in the game, like our participants, and only half of them were kind of like weighing in. The rest were just there, you know, like just lurking. And so we made it $10 to enter. So now we've got like $750 in the kitty, and so we'll be able to give like cash prizes. So we just, you know, every now and again you just kind of have to change it up a little bit. So another little sweetener that we just did as well, because we just swapped from going free to $10 per person, is we put together like an ebook of recipes and snacks and that kind of thing, and they got that. Like that was a little like you'll often see on social media, people giving away free ebooks, and so we did that, but it was like $10 if they entered the challenge. They got the little ebook of recipes and that kind of thing as well.
Now, Julie, we on the state challenge are charging $29, and we're doing.
And in the chat there was sorry, Mark.
Yep. What was his chat question?
Oh, what products do they start on? So we're not, apparently, I don't know, like Mark, I was talking to Mark the other day, and somebody was saying that somebody at corporate said that we weren't allowed to state they had to be on products, and that's always been it's always been understood by everybody, but Mark was telling me the other day that actually that's incorrect. But we don't make it although they don't have to be on products, our languaging, we teach the coaches to language that's what people do. It's like, come on this challenge, it's a lot of fun, people are getting great results, most people are on this little program, or most people start on this, and that kind of thing. And what flavor would you like?
Well, the thing is, really, as you said, with a lot of the gymnasiums now, I mean, a gym's not going to allow someone to be on their challenge if they're not a member. It's that simple. So it's the same with us. You've got to be on a program. It doesn't matter if it's just a shape up, and other guys are on ultimate programs. But yeah, I mean, guys, they've got to be on a Herbalife program, because then everyone's on the same page. So.
Yeah, although we do have had people that come in who aren't on products, but by the end they will be on. It's kind of like it's an upgrade environment. So all day, every day, they're seeing Herbie shakes, people dropping weight, people looking awesome. So plus the fact when we teach with our wellness evaluation with our coaches, that they talk to the person about what's your goal. Okay, tell me what you're currently having for breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks and drinks each day, and then they write that down. Okay, if you were to add up in dollar terms what you currently have, what you currently spend on breakfast, lunch, and all your drinks for the day, how much would that come to? And we button our lip. They come up with an amount. It's usually $10, $15 or $20 a day, and we go, fantastic. Here's what I'd recommend. If I could show you a way you could lose that, 15 kilos or whatever they said their goal was, all costing around about the same or less than you're currently spending. How would that sound? Nod and smile. Fantastic. So here's what I'd recommend. You get started on this program, Let me tell you about, Jenny. She was taking this program. She's taking part in our challenges. She's lost, 15 kilos so far. How does that sound? So our process of the wellness evaluation is always a 3-step process. What's your goal? What are you currently eating? How much does that cost you? And then if I could show you a way you could get to that goal, all costing roughly the same or less than you're currently spending, how would that sound? And it's like 9 times out of 10, they'll always start on a program. Worst case scenario, we just get them started on a 3-day trial pack. But generally with their budget, most people just hop straight on a program.
So Julie, with the actual prizes and stuff, can you just explain how you do that at the end? You do it at a live meeting, that sort of stuff. And then the other thing is that Gary's in the room. Gary's got a boxing gym. And I know a lot of people now, instead of giving out cash, they're giving wellness prizes. So it could be like a free session with Gary at his gym, doing a boxing session. It could be a massage with a local massage lady. It could be a mini makeover. I mean, are people going for the cash, or are they really loving the free upgrades to go get a
we have done, we've always given, if the participant doesn't pay any money, we always give them Herbalife products as the guest, as the gift, as the prize. But when people have paid money, like we did this big thing for a while about winning a Fitbit, and 3 winners in a row opted for the cash. So, which the majority of them turned around then and bought Herbalife products with. But yeah, you could have a range of prizes, like you say, wellness prizes or something like that. Like we have people from all over. Like I've got a girl in Norway, so it's difficult to have a free Fit Club session or something, because I've got several people from the UK. We've got people in Spain. We've got people in Norway, New Zealand, all around Australia. Like they're all in. Greece. I've got a really great girl going gung-ho in Greece. So it's difficult to do something that involves like postage or something like that.
But the ones that are local, obviously, then what you make, I know you've done, is you make it a big get together. You do certificates and the greatest weight loss and greatest body transformation, and that actually becomes almost like a mini HOM come recruiting testimonial gala evening. You guys have done that as well?
We have for the live ones, yeah, absolutely. And so I used to recruit people like crazy through my live weight loss challenges, because I always used to say, hey, we want these weight loss challenges in every suburb, around the Sunshine Coast or whatever, who's interested in being part of our mission. So what we tend to do now is we have that results webinar, which exposes them, plus the fact we've got our eagle eyes out for our participants who are, liking and commenting and engaging more, and we're exposing them to our kind of like recorded HOM video. So yeah, something that I do with my team that I think we should start doing, and it's just because it's always evolving, you're always getting these little ideas, is I obviously do monthly recognition for my own team, and I do that just as we normally do on Facebook, but every 3 months I do a quarterly live call with lots of razzmatazz and that kind of thing, and I'm recognizing top volume producers and people who've had their best month ever, and just recognizing people for things that they may never have been recognized for, and people love that, like they absolutely love it. So I'm actually thinking of doing that at the end of every challenge, having like another live webinar where we kind of do it like an online red carpet gala type of thing, where we're, all the coaches have got like a glass of fizzy water and aloe and pretending it's champagne, and we've got poppers. I'm going to get some of those popper things from the dollar shop, and just like recognize our participants and get them, and help them share their story as well about how much weight they've lost in the challenge, and then that becomes like a soft HOM as well.
These are Kiwis, Julie, so they wouldn't have fizzy water. They'd actually have Pinaway or something. But anyway, there is a question that they've just typed for you. If you have a look at it for international.
Okay, Gary's signing for a girl from Italy tomorrow here in New Zealand, so she could do this here. Oh yeah, absolutely. So as I say, ours is like international, and we have fun with it. So I've got a girl in Greece who she will post her shake or whatever at the top of a Greek mountain, or I don't know, the Parthenon or something Greek. And so I'll go over to Google and put in, how do you say congratulations in Greek? And then I'll post it in the group, and that just, that she just loves that, and other people will do the same thing. So as I say, we've got people from UK, New Zealand, Greece, Norway, Spain in our challenge. Awesome. So as long as their English is pretty good, and you don't even need English, like, picture of a shake is a shake,
Yeah. Excellent.
Oh, so we normally have our challenges run 28 days from the 1st of every month. We've done 6-week challenges, 10-week challenges. We just find that 28 days, people can focus on that. People have got a short attention span. So our December one will probably run as a 21-day challenge. And how we'll market that is, it takes 21 days to change a habit, that kind of thing. So we tend to do a shorter one if the dates don't fall right. So we'll just do a December, 1st to the 21st or 22nd. And then we start in the new year, probably like on the 2nd of January. And New Year's resolution, like seriously, the best time of the year for a Herbalife distributor is January. Like so spend all of December like really working hard so that you keep that momentum through December, and then you can hit January hard, and that momentum will decide whether you're going to have a good 2020 or not. So the smart distributors really key into the fact that December is a key month. So if you slack off in December, it'll take you the first 3 months of 2020 to gather your momentum again, and you'll just have to pedal so much harder. So the smart people are really capitalizing on the fact that December is a month where people are happy, they're socializing, they want to look good, feel good, they're in that spending mood. So you just have to really kind of go to work in December, because December can be a funny month. Like if you're smart and work it, it can be one of your best months in business. If you're not smart, then you'll lose momentum. If you want to ruin your 2020, just kick back in December and don't do very much, and then see what happens to you in 2020, like business suicide. So you just got to like work like nuts through December.
So if they were going to kick one off on the 2nd of January, what time of lead time would you suggest they promote it for? I mean, what's the lead time before they promote it? Because we just finished that first statewide one, and because we only had, I think, 4 or 5 days, the numbers went from over 150 down to 75 or something. So how important is it to have a good lead time out there promoting it, Facebook, flyers, brochures, ads, all that sort of stuff?
You know what, if I was you, I would start at December 1, like for sure. My very first live weight loss challenge, it was around about this time of year, and I was talking to Thorsey and I said, I'm going to start my first weight loss challenge in the beginning of January. And he said, what's stopping you starting now? I can remember the conversation. What's stopping you starting right now? And we had 6 weeks before Christmas, which is around about now, right? So I couldn't think of a good enough reason not to start. So I got into action and I got some people there, and I started my very first live challenge. And what that did for me is it gave me confidence. It helped me work through the wrinkles of how it was all going to run, so that come the first week in January, I had 44 people in a live weight loss challenge. They were literally queuing up out the door of the leisure centre, and it was absolutely nuts. And it wouldn't have been that successful if I hadn't have cut my teeth on a December challenge. So that was one of the best pieces of advice. He's given me a lot of good advice over the years, as Mike Thors, and that was a perler. For sure. So I wouldn't wait till January. I'd get into action in December, because you want to use it to teach your coaches how to invite and to teach your coaches how to coach through the challenge and that kind of thing. So cut your teeth in December and then hit it hard in January. So, and then halfway through your December one, or maybe even during the first week of December, you can start, getting prepped for your January one.
Awesome stuff. Guys, anyone got any other questions or queries? Barbara from Sydney, have you got any? Because, I mean, you're at a... Well, actually, I'll ask the question for Barbara. Barbara used to actually babysit Dean when Dean was a little kid. Barbara's just signed up. She's just signed up, so she's got that little bit of age on a few of us, okay? And she's going to the Success Summit on Saturday, so she's going to be right up to speed. She's going to have results by then as well. Is there anything different you'd be saying to Barbara with sort of a different age group, that older, more mature age group?
No, I mean, people our age, Barbara, we're interested, like the kids. I don't even have kids, so that's awesome. But I'm not even kidding. I'm not one of these sad, childless people. I'm like ecstatically barren, ecstatically without child. I love it. But for most people, they've got their kids off their hands. A lot of their friends are, quite frankly, dying of, lifestyle-related illnesses, and they're starting to think about their own mortality. And I reckon 80% of my client base is people in their 40s and 50s, because they've got the disposable income. They've decided to focus on themselves. They're waking up tired, they've got joint pain, they've been told they've got cholesterol problems, they've got people dying around them left, right and centre, and they are never more motivated than, at this age to get healthy. Like my Fit Club, seriously, it looks like a scene out of the movie Cocoon some days. It's I don't know if ever you have seen that movie. It's older people. I've got a guy who's like nearly 80 and he just absolutely smashes it, but I love it because they get to have my old-fashioned sense of music, so that's pretty cool. But they're all really focused on healthy aging, and so Barbara, you're just exactly in the right age group, and so really smash the products, get on the maximum program you can yourself, so that it's like visible that you look $1 million, and the contrast between how all your friends and people that see you feel and look compared to how you're going to feel and look, that's what will absolutely ignite your business. So put everything into that.
I will. Thank you for that.
It's exciting, Barbara.
And she gets to see me for the first time.
Oh dear. Well, there are some downsides.
Thanks, Julie. All right. Anyone got any other questions or queries?
No.
Anyone at BLC got any questions or queries? Lois?
No.
And there was another lady, Francie.
No
No?
questions. No questions.
Never heard of Thames.
No question, she said.
Okay. All right, guys. Well, if everyone's had all their questions, I'd like to personally thank Julie for taking the time to be on the call this afternoon, and sharing with us something that she's become extremely proficient at. And really appreciate all your input, Julie. And I'm sure you'll look forward to. Oh, now the other thing. There's a few people in the room that haven't made the commitment to go to Spectacular. From building your check and building your organisation, how important is it to be in Spectacular in Adelaide in January?
It's everything. Like, I can't even tell you the number of people that say to me, the Spectacular changed everything. Ellen Murray, that I just shared her story, Spectacular was when the light bulbs went off for her. So, you know, literally, if you want 2020 to be different from how 2019's been for you, and probably 2018 and quite probably 2017, if you want your future to be different, then Spectacular is just everything. And it's honestly the best weekend that you'll ever have. Like, the training is next level. The special guests that we've got coming over from the US are absolutely on fire. They're just going to be so incredible. And the party on Saturday night, seriously, if you've never been to a Herbie party, like, just strap yourself in, because it's just absolutely wild, our Saturday night party. But seriously, it will change everything for you next year if you make that commitment. And sometimes I hear people say that they can't afford to go to the Spectacular. And if that's you, if you're sitting on the fence right now, let me tell you, you can't afford not to go to the Spectacular, because how much does it cost? How much is a ticket? $200? I can't remember.
$190 for New Zealand.
Okay, so $200, and then maybe another $400 for.
$600 for airfares.
Yeah, $600 for airfare. So call it $2,000. You can retail your way there right now. You know, you just saw, from a standing start, you can make $1,377 with 9 people on a 100 volume point program in the next challenge. Like, retail your way there, get there, $2,000. If you don't have that kind of oomph to get out there and, you know, make that happen, then, you know, you need to have this is harsh words, but check up from the neck up. Because when you walk in that room on, like, the first day of the Spectacular, seriously, you'll know you're in the right place at the right time. And, you know, it's just going to change everything for you. You can't even believe it. I'm counting down to Spectacular from, like, middle of the year. I'm always so excited. And I'm always, like, my focus is almost always to get as many people there as possible, because what they will see when they get there, what they will hear and what they will feel when they're in that room will just absolutely be unlike anything that they've ever, you know, seen, felt or heard before. Just amazing. Get the ticket, guys. Get the ticket and come up to me and say, oh my God, I got the ticket. I'm so pleased that I'm here. So I want to see you all at Spectacular.
Okay, thanks, Julie. All right, guys, have a fantastic meeting there, HOM, tonight, and we'll talk to you on Monday night. We'll have another special guest, and we'll do some more great training. And until then, stay healthy. Bye, everybody.
Bye. Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Hey, thanks, Julie.
No worries. I'll send you the recording.
Really appreciate it. Thank you.